21st of February and weigh day 169, and it's maybe going to be another good day in Les Sables d'Olonne. A bit cool, but it's all cool. So this may be a little bit delayed. I think this is probably not getting up until about 20 past 9. It's a pre-record I've just done, and Jane's taking it in the office. Long story, but anyway, sorry about the delay. And there's a few things happening. As I mentioned in the entrant update, Simon's pushing through with some good solid northwesterly breezes, making pretty good time, and slowly working his way off the coast. Goog's gone through one bit of solid weather, and he's got a good one coming as well after that. So for now, let's head back here to Ian and Jeremy, as we suggested. Ian got knocked a fair bit north with those solid winds. He had pretty solid stuff, 30s, 40s, 5 metre seas, but it's backing off now to the south, so he'll slowly start coming around on course, and that's pretty much as we expected him to do. So, and it's dropping off now, so he'll be enjoying the ride, doing 4.7 knots, 83 nautical miles in the day. Jeremy's still pushed by the southeasterly, solid, that's probably 28 knots, gusting 35, something like that, and only doing 2.7 knots. He's obviously just taking it easy, and in fact, right now there, it's just come over to his night, so he's in the dark, and the sun will be setting for Ian very shortly, and he'll go in on a much more relaxed frame of mind because the weather is backing off. But for Jeremy, it's just one of those ugly things. He wants to go this way, he can't. That's where the wind's coming from. So what's likely to happen in the next 12 hours? It's moving really fast away and going south. So during the night, middle of the night, he's going to find it a lot easier and get up, and you'll see his course come across. So, and then 24 hours from now, it's pretty much a southwesterly, and that'll be fine for him. He's on his way. So Ian, however, falls into a bit of a hole. You can see that. He's going to go slow, but it'll be pleasant. But he needs to get to Cape Horn, so he might not find going slow and steady with the nice sea as favourable as he wants. Jeremy will be looking okay by day 2. This is 2 days later. And Ian, he may be working down a bit, so he should still keep moving. So, and then day 24th, Jeremy's not going to be happy with that lot coming down. He'll be over here somewhere. It's going to start heading him again, but Ian will be moving, so that's probably, we'll have a sneak peek to see what's going to happen here. No, it's going to move ahead of him, so he might be okay. So anyway, nothing dramatic happening there for the moment, so that's okay. And then coming across to Simon, you can see this solid northwester. It was 40 gusting 50. And you'll see now it's going to move really quickly. That's only a few hours from now. It's backed off to a westerly, and then he looks like he's got a pretty good run. He'll stay above this current heavy weather stuff, so he'll be moving down here. This is basically 24 hours from now. He'll be down here, solid westerly. That's all kind of cool, but he's missed the brunt of that heavy weather. That's the important thing. And then going forward to the 23rd, next day, he's then moving further south. He's on the back of this, so that's kind of good. And then if we go through to the 24th, he's by the 24th, that's 3 days from now. He's going to be 450 miles ahead, so don't worry about that lot. 450 miles, he should be able to make good speed. There's 400. 450, he's going to be right down here, which is perfect, just a nice northwesterly. So imagine he's down there right now. So that's day 3. That's going through the 24th. He's on a roll. He's going to at that point, if we go forward a little bit more, it starts to get a little bit confusing down there with calms and bits and pieces, but he's missing the heavy weather, right? And so then he's got a light southerly, so he could have a very calm rounding. That's the 26th, a northerly. So he's looking in the clear. So my advice to Simon is basically get going. Now's your chance. He's going to get a good scoot, and he should get around on that lot. So no complaints there. Captain Goog, however, is in the thick of it right now. This is solid sailing. This is 30s gusting, 40s sea state. If we look at the waves right now, he's got 5 meters, bordering up to 6 meters maybe. Something like that. I'll get rid of this so we can see the bottom scale. Fives and sixes maybe, getting a little bit higher, but there's more coming. This is the one we've alerted to today. You've probably seen in the post, and you can see 24. It comes in tonight. That was pretty quick. I'll go back here and just toggle it through. That should be toggling. No, yes it is. Okay, so it kicks in about 20 hours. It starts to pick up, and it'll be building 35, maybe gusting 45, seas building up to 7.5 metres. This is the big lot coming through just towards the end. He's got one big solid puff. Now, the good news is that all of that is still running from the northwest, so there's no sudden wind change. And when it does change at the end here, he won't be there then, he'll be down here somewhere. Okay, so he's still, imagine Goog now, in this weather, being about where the cursor is, he'll still be running northwesterly, and it's only in the end, just right at the very end, when it rolls across to the southwest, and that's not so bad. So seas should be manageable, and then it slowly starts to taper off, and he should start to see a reasonable run. That could be it for Goog. If we go back now, just zoom back here, and we just sort of scroll this through a little bit more, he should be making it around the Horn by then with the weather that we're seeing here. He's going to be just ahead of that lot. So if we're lucky, Goog will get around before this compression comes through. That's the 24th, 25th, so not looking too bad. So where is he right now in terms of distance and so on? If we give Goog the big measure, so from the, come on, boom, boom, right now 466 miles. He's around in the next 4 days for sure. He's going to go fast, go slow, but 3.5 to 4 days, and this means that this lot of weather I just explained is his last lot, so not too bad. So it's heavy for him, but manageable. He's got a well prepared boat, he knows it's coming, got plenty of warning, and he's ready for it. So watch this space. So Abelish has been interesting the last couple of days. You probably saw when he was headed back towards this point here, I think he might have gone to sleep, missed the wind shift, gone completely the wrong way, woke up, said, oop, that's not good, better go the other way. So he's now back on track, and he's just riding this pretty strong northwesterly wind. It's not a storm, but it's solid breezes. And Kirsten up here is doing the same thing, holding it on the beam to keep a relative position for where she wants to go, because remembering she's going to take it's working out well. She's going around the other side of this high, but let's see how that evolves. Depends what's going to happen to the centre of that now. So we'll push the weather forward. So Abelish has been doing 6.6 knots. Kirsten's been doing 7.2 knots. And they're both pretty much going where they want to go. Abelish would prefer, he's going around the Falklands, so but he'll come across as soon as the wind changes. So I'm just going to toggle that now, and you should be able to see what's happening. So we're just looking at Abelish and Kirsten. So Kirsten's still maintaining that northwesterly flow, which is good. Abelish has got a westerly flow. It's lightening off. As soon as it lightens, you'll see him bring it around on the beam and start heading northeast for sure. And the wind itself, if you probably can't see, that's a bit slow. Don't despair. I'm going to change over to a computer screen in the next day or two. A little bit of snippet of the news. Kirsten's going to be find the wind. It looks like the high is going to move in front of her, so that wind is going to come more on the nose. And we can't quite see both, but I've got to go back smaller so you can see what's causing this wind change. Here's the centre of the high. It's moving in front of Kirsten, and she can still sail along the bottom of it there for a while. And if I hit that, keep toggling. Abelish has got some light frustrations there, but Kirsten's doing all right. It's coming across to the west, which is good. She'll be able to go north on that for a while. So Kirsten's got another day or so of making pretty good progress, but I think there's some frustrations ahead. And Abelish is pretty much the same. Not perfect, but not bad in wind direction. But it's starting to get very confusing up the top. But it looks as if it's still got a northwesterly component in it for Kirsten, so she can, that's not so bad. It's swinging around locally, so she should be doing okay. Abelish is going to get a big kick there, so this is 2 days ahead. It's coming in from the a good west or even southwesterly, so that'll blow him up there for sure. So, Abelish is getting a ride. Kirsten's still making good progress, so it's not too bad. Anyway, that's about it for now, and we'll